Welcome to my channel. Listening practice. Full story in English.
Joko and Bird of Paradise. Long time ago, somewhere in the forest there lived a young man named Joko. Every day Joko took firewood to sell at the market. The money earned from selling firewood was used to buy daily necessities such as food. All Joko did every day was pick up firewood in the forest, until one day when Joko was about to walk back to his house, he saw an animal floundering on the grass. Joko was amazed and immediately approached the animal. It turned out it was a bird of paradise that was struggling because it was caught in a hunter's trap. Joko immediately released the trap that was wrapped around the bird of paradise's body until the bird was released. The bird of paradise was very happy with its freedom. The bird flew in circles above Joko before the bird flew away. Joko was very happy to see the bird of paradise free and flying again, so he left and continued his journey back to his home. When he got home, Joko felt his stomach was hungry. He immediately lit a fire and prepared food to cook. While he was busy cooking, Joko was startled by the sound of a knock on his door from outside. Joko was surprised because no one usually came to his house. Joko immediately came out and opened the door of his house. When he opened the door, Joko was surprised by a very beautiful girl standing in front of him. Joko invited the beautiful girl into his house and got the girl drinking water. In Joko's mind, why did a girl as beautiful as this suddenly come to my house? Who is she, and what does she want? The girl said, "I'm sorry if I disturb your time, sir. I'm lost in this forest. After I saw this house, I was very happy." The beautiful girl begged to be allowed to stay overnight at Joko's house because she was very tired if she had to continue her journey. Joko was a kind-hearted young man who allowed the girl to stay overnight at his house. Joko cleaned and tidied his bed, which the girl would later use. After finishing making the bed, Joko was about to go out to meet the girl, but Joko didn't find her. Joko heard a sound in the kitchen. Immediately Joko checked the kitchen and saw the beautiful girl cooking. The girl said, "Let me cook. This is my way of thanking you, sir." Joko just sat and watched the girl cook. Not long after, the aroma of the girl's cooking began to smell, and it smelled very delicious. The next day, Joko was woken up by a very delicious smell. It seemed like the girl was cooking in the kitchen for their breakfast. Joko immediately got up and went to meet the girl in the kitchen. After several days, the girl lived at Joko's house. For some reason, the girl didn't leave Joko's house. Joko never asked why the girl didn't leave, because Joko actually liked the girl's presence. The girl had been living with Joko for a week, until one day the girl said, "Sir, are you willing to make me your wife? Let me live in this house with you." Joko, who was very surprised, was of course very happy with the beautiful girl's offer. After the two of them got married, Joko's wife became pregnant with their first child. One night, Joko's wife said, "Oh, my husband, when our child is born, he will be a little different. His hair will be golden red. Don't ever ask why our child is like that." Joko nodded in agreement and promised not to ask about it. 2 months later, the time to give birth arrived. Joko's wife gave birth in the room with a shaman. After the child was born, Joko heard the sound of a baby crying from inside the room. Joko was very happy and immediately went to see his wife and child. How surprised Joko was when he saw his son's golden red hair. Without realizing it, Joko asked, "Why is his hair golden red?" Joko forgot his promise not to ask that question. Suddenly, a very bright white light dazzled the room. Joko's wife and child turned into birds of paradise, which were very beautiful in color, golden red. Joko's wife was a bird of paradise that he had helped in the forest at that time. Because Joko did not keep his promise, in the end, his wife and child changed to their original form and flew into the sky. Joko was very sorry for his mistake. He had to accept the fact that his wife and child had left him alone.